An oilfield worker dies in an accident in Oklahoma City. Economic woes could mean changes in the power generation industry, and fuel cells drive an emissions-free power plant. All this and more in today's Energy Scout News. Hello and welcome back to Energy Scout News and Information. I'm Reb Byers. A 33-year-old worker died in an oilfield accident about 70 miles north of Oklahoma City. Daniel Rio Leon was fatally injured at a Sooner completion site when a pin broke. The pin traveled down a line and struck him in the head. And oil continues its slide. Investors brushed off OPEC's output cut as growing evidence of a global economic slowdown drove oil prices below $62 a barrel. Now, prices have plunged nearly 60% from the record high back in July. Crude oil is now at its lowest point since May of 2007. Canada's National Energy Board expects the country's gas production to drop 7% by 2010, but that could be offset by continued development of shale and tight natural gas prospects located in northeast British Columbia. However, the board warned the price of natural gas would need to rise for operators to keep drilling at current levels. Police make progress with their investigation into bombings of an Encana pipeline, but first, a look at this week's rig counts and drilling permits. And according to the Energy Scout Network, 2,448 rigs are turning to the right in the United States. That's an increase of 28 rigs, with 2,304 on land and 144 offshore. 785 rigs are down and available to go to work. Worldwide rig counts are up to 4,907. Drilling permits filed this week rose to 2,085 so far this year. A total of 73,571 have been filed. Police investigating the recent bombings of two Encana pipelines in British Columbia have currently arrested Ian Lloyd Gladue. He is arrested on outstanding warrants for charges not related to the bombings, and police have said those responsible for the blast were probably local, but it's not clear as whether Gladue is considered a suspect. SensorNet has installed the world's first distributed fiber optic monitoring system in a maximum reservoir contact well. Now, the system allows monitoring from two side tracks and the mother bore in a multilateral well. The economy could mean changes for electricity producers. Experts say Exelon's recent bid for NRG Energy could be the start of a new wave of consolidation in the industry. The power generation business rises and falls with commodity prices, and smaller companies may start looking attractive to the larger producers. And now, for a look at today's People on the Move. Hardy Oil & Gas has appointed Ian Bruce as an independent non-executive director. Alliance Engineering has promoted Charles W. Law Jr. to vice president of its onshore business unit. And finally, Origin Oil has named Dr. Vikram Padarkine as chief technology officer. It's been nearly 30 years since a nuclear power plant has been built in the United States, but now the Nuclear Regulatory Commission says companies plan to build power plants all the way from New York to Texas. Factories are popping up in Indiana and Louisiana to build reactor parts. The United States currently has 104 commercial reactors, generating roughly 20% of the nation's power. Enbridge and Fuel Cell Energy have opened up a power plant in Toronto. It's called the Direct Fuel Cell Energy Recovery Generation Plant, and it uses fuel cell technology along with a turbo expander that harvests waste energy like a turbine. According to CEO Patrick Daniel, the new technology will offer the highest natural gas to electricity efficiency of any distributed generation technology, and since it operates without the combustion of the fuel power, has near zero air pollutants. Well, that's it for today's energy headlines. Remember, if you have any news from around the energy industry, you can email us at news@energyscout.com. As always, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.